If you are able to create a culture where folks are reviewing what happened in a structured way, having discussions about it, and figuring out how to do that thing better every time that it happens, you're going to get better. There's no other way to get better than literally doing these kind of post-mortems, which are essentially reviews of what happened, because you know you're going to have to do it better. Once you start getting in that mindset, you start creating documents. No pun intended to my product or my business, but like you create more documents because you're like, I have a review document. I have a template for how to do something. I want to make it better, right? And you get really structured about your process. So it's the boring stuff, as I like to call it. It's the fact that you don't just do something and celebrate that it worked or get bummed out that it didn't. You actually do a review of it, figure out like what happened and how can I do better next time? And how can we as a team do better next time? And also like, what did we do well? Which is something people forget because you want to repeat those things you did well. You want to make them even better. So I think there's this whole post-mortem process that I would highly recommend that is missing inside of a lot of companies and a lot of the thinking. And that's what we like to make cultural. Because if you have this idea of whatever I do is going to be reviewed, not just by me, but by our whole team, just so that we can get better. That's the only purpose of it. So we can get better. No other purpose. It's not about firing people or people making mistakes and you calling them out on it. It's literally post-mortems are meant to help you as a team and as a company just improve next time. And I think that's the biggest thing I can stress that people need to be doing constantly.
Definitely. I couldn't agree more. I did a postmortem for the first summit, and you can learn so much about your whole process. What would you do differently? But like, what are some of those top questions? If someone was to listen to this and say, I want to start doing postmortem, like what are those top questions that someone could ask themselves as they're doing this postmortem to really understand?
Okay, so I'm using FYI and I'm typing in postmortem template into FYI because, my co-founder essentially built a template, and I'm happy to share it in a link or something like that.
Awesome.
Yes. So I'm gonna walk through all the sections. There's not that many. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and also at the top, which is something new that she added because she did the podcast, was basically it's like a haiku in a way. So I'm just gonna call it a haiku. It might not be, but whatever. And so I'm gonna read it. It's go wild. Be nice, be honest, don't sugarcoat. It's okay to make mistakes. It's even better to learn from them. I think it's a haiku, right? I don't know the definition, but it sounds good. It's a poem. It's something. Yeah. She's a great writer. So she wrote that at the top. I think that really points to why you do this and what it's all about. So there's these 6 sections. So one is purpose. And what it's about is capture our learnings from whatever initiative and identify what went wrong so we can get better. The situation. Put all the details of what happened here, only the facts. Make sure you answer who, what, where, when, why. Customer feedback is good to include if we have it. Include any and all mistakes and what went well. Break up into sections like research, engineering, customer feedback, the feature, marketing efforts, etc. So that was the situation. The results. What happened as a result of the situation? This could include how an initiative performed, what happened as a result of a bug, if you're postmorteming a bug, how a feature fared. Support this section with data. That's the key. So that's the results. What went wrong? All the details of what went wrong. Opinions are welcome here. Be fair to other people who are involved and let them add to the postmortem and give you context as needed. In the case of bugs, what we could have done better to prevent a problem can be included here as well. So that's what went wrong. Then it's what can we do better next time? Whatever we learned that will affect how we do things next go around. It goes here. That's where it goes. This is the synthesis of everything we figured out from doing the postmortem, basically. So it's basically what can we do better next time? And the last topic, or the last section, is action items. And really, it's just any action items we have and who owns each of them, plus dates if possible.